Hey Om, dear fellow member of Vasudev Kutum, dear fellow wave on the ocean of pure consciousness. Today I shall share with you the 14th part of my Muktananda Gita, otherwise known as Siddha Gita, or Song of the Paths. In the second heavenly state of consciousness, Pade Mukta, the mind stops and thoughts are seen as individual balloons of images with gaps in between them, through which the ecstasy of thoughtlessness is first glimpsed and experienced. Let me repeat that. In the second heavenly state of consciousness, Pade Mukta, the mind stops and thoughts are seen as individual balloons of images with gaps in between them, through which the ecstasy of thoughtlessness is first glimpsed and experienced. In the third heavenly state of consciousness, Rupe Mukta, all thoughts cease like an audio tape cleared of impressions, and the mind dissolves, leaving a color cavity and a vision of the shining blue pearl when we close our eyes in meditation. Reciting prayers and chanting the name of God becomes an act of soaring in the inner spaces. We experience peace and bliss in the gentle throbbing of divine energy from the top of our head to the tip of our toes. The body is conquered. The heaven of Indra is attained. Let me repeat that. In the third heavenly state of consciousness, Rupe Mukta, all thoughts cease like an audio tape cleared of impressions, and the mind dissolves, leaving a color cavity and a vision of the shining blue pearl when we close our eyes in meditation. Reciting prayers and chanting the name of God becomes an act of soaring in the inner spaces. We experience peace and bliss in the gentle throbbing of divine energy from the top of our head to the tip of our toes. The body is conquered. The heaven of Indra is attained. It is a particular attribute of the ego to see sicknesses in others, never in itself. Therefore, we should never look or judge or comment on the actions of others. We should just take great care over our own words, our own actions. Let me repeat that. It is a particular attribute of the ego to see sicknesses in others, never in itself. Therefore, we should never look or judge or comment on the actions of others. We should just take great care over our own words, our own actions. If we live in the awareness of our own complete blindness, then this in itself leads to the complete remedy. It orders our words and actions with a complete tolerance, complete humility. We begin to make a keen effort in the right direction. Let me repeat that. If we live in the awareness of our own complete blindness, then this itself leads to complete remedy. It orders our words and actions with complete tolerance, complete humility. We begin to make a keen effort in the right direction. When perfection is attained, this blindness will disappear. Only then. Until then, there will only be varying stages of blindness which look like sight. There are 4 curtains hiding the truth from us. When these evaporate in the fire of yoga correctly practiced, we shall see. When the world is enveloped in a mass of blue light, know that we are awake. Until then, remain aware that we are blind. Let me repeat that. When perfection is attained, this blindness will disappear. Only then. Until then, there will only be varying stages of blindness which look like sight. There are 4 curtains hiding the truth from us. When these evaporate in the fire of yoga correctly practiced, we shall see. When the world is enveloped in a mass of blue light, know that we are awake. Until then, remain aware that we are blind. Enough for today. Thank you for listening.